It's been 6 months since the Google Pixel 5 was released. Because of the somewhat average reception of the Pixel 4 and the Pixel 4 XL, there were low expectations about the new Google flagship. But when it came out, it was quite different. For one, they went with a lower chipset, creating their own lane to play on, brought back the fingerprint scanner, gave it back a better battery, and they did away with the bezels and Project Solid, giving it a more uniform look. I have been using the Pixel 5 every single day since it dropped last year, well, except when my screen had an issue and I had to send it back to Google, but more on that story later. There have been many phones out there that have come out this year, like the Galaxy S21 Ultra, the OnePlus 9, and many others. So with all that being said, should you buy the Pixel 5 in 2021? Well, let's get this party started and find out. Hey guys, my name is KJOS and this is where I talk about tech to help people make informed decisions. And if you're new here or you haven't subscribed at all and you would love to help a creator like myself, please subscribe down below and don't forget to hit the bell so you can get notified when I drop a video like this. It's been 6 months since the Pixel 5 came out and it's still quite expensive. It costs $700 on the Google store right now and it hasn't gone down since. But if you're interested in buying it, I'll drop an Amazon link in the description below if you would love to support the channel. The price is one of the main issues with the phone, and I said it back then when I reviewed it, this phone should have been priced at $600 as opposed to $700, because that $100 price tag puts it within stiff competition like the iPhone 12 mini and also the OnePlus 8T, which is currently $600 on the OnePlus store. The body of the Pixel 5 is probably my favorite thing about the phone because it's the standard for what a smartphone should be in terms of its display and height. It's not too big, it's not too small, it does not cause any hand fatigue, and it does not cause any discomfort. Now coming back to this from the Galaxy S72, this is pretty welcome because the Galaxy S72 was a 6.7 inch, while this is a 6 inch, and this is a lot better and it's a lot more comfortable. Like I said, the Pixel 5 is a 6 inch phone with a plastic back, which on paper doesn't sound so premium, but the finish is quite soft and gives the phone more grip than the average smartphone. The phone comes in two colors, which is the usual black color that we're used to, and this sort of sage green color, which is pretty sweet. But there should definitely be more colors, and I see that changing in the upcoming Pixel 6. It's retained the fingerprint scanner since the Pixel 3, and it's very fast, and even though I miss the Face ID from the iPhone side of life, a fingerprint scanner is still the best way to go in terms of security reasons. The camera bump blends in with the phone and is not so intrusive, housing the main wide-angle camera and the ultra-wide lens. With the plastic back, you get 0 scratches and 0 smudges, but if you already know me, you already know I get a case on mine, and sometimes that's not even enough to avoid screen issues. So on February 7th, I woke up like every other day to use the bathroom and my phone fell on the edge of the toilet. It was a pretty bad hit to be fair, and I picked it up thinking nothing happened. I mean, I have a case on my phone, and I saw this. Now this became really annoying because I had to send the phone back to Google because I was under warranty, and the whole process took about a month and a half. And in that month and a half, it was a bit of back and forth conversations because FedEx actually lost my package. FedEx. Yep, they lost my package and they told me there is nothing they can do. Google said there's also nothing they could do, that I should talk to FedEx, so it was a bit of back and forth. I sent a few stern emails to them. Eventually, they did find it and said they gave it to my neighbor or my friend's neighbor in America by accident, so that, it was pretty ridiculous in my opinion. But moral of the story is, FedEx sucks, and also don't forget to use a case on your phone, even though sometimes it might not help but fall. Moving on, the display is still a highlight for the Pixel 5 6 months down the line. The OLED panel still looks good with very good color accuracy when it comes to watching videos on the phone, to mindlessly scrolling through Twitter thanks to its smooth 90Hz refresh rate. And it also does a good job outside with its max brightness reaching about 699 nits with adaptive brightness turned on. Just looking at the front of the phone, it's a flat surface so you have no worries about accidental touches. The bezels are very uniformed and it has a nice hole punch cutouts for the selfie camera, giving it a simple and clean look. A few downsides though, the Pixel 5 does not have an external SD card slot. The speakers also aren't so great because it has an inbuilt speaker at the top and one outside at the bottom, which doesn't give great sound if we're being honest. And third, there's a lack of a headphone jack. Personally, those three things did not deter my experience with the phone because for one, I got the 128GB variant, which is enough for me. I also use my Google Home speakers at home, so I basically do not even use the speakers on the Pixel 5. And third, I have the Galaxy Buds Pro. And to be fair, I can understand how that may be annoying to some people because people also have wired headphones and they want to use speakers on their phone when they're watching movies and stuff. But on the bright side, it does have Bluetooth 5.0, so that gives good connectivity when you're connecting your headphones or earphones or anything whatsoever. Performance-wise, the Pixel 5 gets hot. Yep, if you're a gamer and you want to buy this to play games, you're going to be uncomfortable after 30 minutes to an hour. Even recording this video right now, I'm using my phone as a stop play feature while recording and my phone is already hot. So it's pretty annoying if you're constantly doing this trying to play games. I'm not really a gamer, so mine gets hot through using the mobile hotspot and many other things on the phone. On an average day, the performance is pretty good, above par to be very honest, but it does suffer from lags and stutters every now and then, and with some apps you might need to close the app and reopen it again to use, and that happens more times than it should. But performance is better than most people expected, but there are phones out there that are definitely giving better performance than the Pixel 5. If the phone does get hot and becomes uncomfortable, you can dunk your phone in water for up to 30 minutes because the Pixel 5 is IP68 certified water and dust resistant, and that should cool it off just in time to use it again. The Pixel 5 runs on stock Android, and I personally believe that this is the best version of Android that is out there. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is the best version or you have something else? Comment below and let me know. With the Pixel devices, it's the first to get software updates and will be the first to test out the public beta for Android 12, and that should launch around Google I/O on the 18th of May, as well as the final version that comes out later this year. It currently runs the latest version of Android, and over the last few months I've added things that I cherish, like the notification history that helps you save every notification you get for the last 24 hours. So if you happen to mindlessly swipe away something important, you can easily get it back within 24 hours. It also allows you to have multiple music players in the notification tray, so you don't have to open the apps to go in there. It also has adaptive sound that improves the speaker sound quality based on your environment. But between me and you, I haven't really noticed it, but I'm glad that it's there. Battery life on this is still very solid. It was 11:30 p.m. when writing the script of this video, and my battery was 2% with 7 hours of screen on time. This more or less is my average on my day-to-day, and I can say I only charge my phone once per day and don't charge it again till I'm about to go to bed. It impressed me when I got it and it's still impressing me 6 months down the line. It's a 4080 mAh of battery, it supports wireless charging and reverse wireless charging for quickly getting some juice into your earbuds, and it also comes with an 18-watt charger. It's not the fastest, but I don't really notice because I only charge it once a day and that's when I'm sleeping. It's a solid battery, probably the best in its class, and if that's what you're looking for, the Pixel 5 would not disappoint. The Pixel 5 still shoots the best images for me. It has a dual camera setup, which is a 12 megapixel wide angle lens, a 60 megapixel ultra wide lens, and an 8 megapixel selfie camera. You're going to enjoy this camera a lot if you use the main sensors at the back. The main wide angle lens has great dynamic range and very good color accuracy. I honestly don't think you can take a bad picture with this unless you're in the worst lighting conditions in the world. The ultra wide, as usual, is a fun addition to have, and I honestly don't really use mine, and I can count how many times I have used it in the last 6 months. Portrait mode on the other hand is great, subject to background blur is very clear, although when compared with other phones, the Pixel 5 comes up short with its outdated sensors as it's been using since the Pixel 2, which is very bad from Google to be very honest. If you're a selfie person, you might not really enjoy the camera on the phone. It does take good pictures in good lighting conditions, but on average it makes my skin look smooth and the color disparity is pretty below par. Another thing you should remember is that older Pixels like the Pixel 4 and the Pixel 3 had its own image processing chip, and that is absent within the Pixel 5. So it takes 1 to 3 seconds for each image to process. Now, is this a problem? Well, not really, but some may find that little weight an annoyance. Video-wise, you can shoot at 4K at 60 frames and 30 frames per second. It's not really the best, or it's not on par with its competition like the iPhone 12, but it has improved over the last couple of years, and I think people can use this to create content for their Instagram, TikToks, and many others that are out there. With the Pixel 6 coming out in a couple of months, is this worth buying? And I have like 2 or 3 answers to that question. For one, yes, this phone is worth buying in 2021. It's a worthy champion to have, and I don't think anybody can go wrong with this phone at all. In terms of waiting for the Pixel 6, on the other hand, I have 2 suggestions. For one, if you don't have a phone and you need to get something really quickly and you want to buy the Pixel 5 and you can't wait, please go ahead, by all means, buy the Pixel 5. But if you can wait, the Pixel 6 might be worth your while. And if it isn't worth your while, the Pixel 5 will be definitely cheaper by then, so it's a win-win situation. But what do you guys think? Is the Pixel 5 worth getting? Comment below and let me know. And guys, if you liked this video or found some sort of value in this video, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as this helps me go a long way. Thank you guys for watching. My name is KJOS and I'll catch you in the next one where we talk all things tech.